Welcome to ResellCircle Wins. This week we will be featuring Divine Destiny Digital. Divine is a TikTok creator and digital entrepreneur who leverages short form content to promote his digital products and reselling system using ResellCircle. His messaging centers around helping people monetize their devices and generate income through ready-made digital storefronts and educational ebooks. Divine Destiny Digital is a man of faith. From the beginning, he carried two things on his mind: the mindset to escape the rat race and the faith that God would move mountains. With that combination, Divine stepped into ResellCircle and made more than 1K his very first month. Proof that when alignment mindset with faith, doors will open. Divine Destiny Digital currently features 11 products for sale in his storefront. So if you're looking for a way to start your social media career or you're trying to unhook yourself, he is the guy for you. You can connect with him in the comments section. My first question for you, Divine, is what was the first thing that you can recall that made you think about joining digital marketing?
That made me want to become or get into the digital space was money. That was the first thing that wanted me to get into the digital space. And then a why came and a need came because of a divorce, because of me wanting to start all over again, me wanting to let go of my past and step into a different arena where I can find products that could possibly help people and at the same time promote some financial gain for myself.
What was the moment in your life that made you decide that, yes, I'm going to buy a digital marketing course? And how much did that cost you?
The first time I bought a digital course, I've only bought two. The first time I bought a digital course was maybe about a year ago. And the reason why I bought the course was because of financial gain. I thought that if I bought this course, that I would, I guess, gain the attraction or the finance that the person that sold it to me. I was seeing a bunch of signs on people's TikTok and on social media where people was making a host of money in the digital space. So I sat back and gave myself a digital name. I was already Divine as my name already. It was a nickname. I've already been Divine. And Destiny was like the journey, and digital was the asset that was going to, take me on that journey. And so I created a name. I created a TikTok account. I had no followers, but I just knew that at some point that I was going to find my way in the digital space. I bought a product called Selling with Confidence from some top-notch people in the company. They are like the top ones in Selling with Confidence. They over 500,000 sold already. And as they were in their journey, I would watch it. I was sick. I was ill, and I was half paralyzed from an injury that I had, and I had surgery. So I was stuck to a bed, and all I had was my phone, and TikTok became my entertainment. But this one young lady and her husband seemed to be very transparent. They seemed to be young, and they seemed to be very enthused. And I connected with them, and I bought a product, and the product was about $600, $595, something like that. After I bought the product, I realized that there was a host more to it than just buying a product and striving to sell a product. It was understanding the product, having knowledge of the product, and being a tad bit tech savvy to connect everything and to put it all together. And I had lacked all of those things. And the people I purchased it from, it wasn't their responsibility to fill in the blanks for me or to fill those voids. They did their part, which was to share it with me. And the product is a good product. It's just that I lacked too many skills and I had no one to show me or train me or teach me.
So it sounds like you put yourself in alignment and you manifested into your future, and then you started walking in it by changing your name ahead of time. You started walking in the digital career as a digital entrepreneur long before you became one.
I read in the scripture somewhere, I'm a believer man, a praying man, a spiritual person. I strive to be. I'm not perfect or excellent, but I did know that if I called it into existence, if I spoke it into existence, if I believed it, see, my mind achieved it and my heart believed it. And I figured one day I'll achieve it. And I just kept working at it. And after that project failed, I wasn't done with digital products. It was in just the whole IT side. It was me. It wasn't the product. And again, I still have the product and I've sold it to several people. The first time I sold it, I felt like I got my money back and I was comfortable. Was a place that would house my digital product and possibly help me promote it. I thought by it being there, no one said this, just me being a novice. I put it there in hopes that people would get it or see it and purchase it. I didn't realize that it was me who had to bring the attraction, that I had to promote the product. And that was just a place that it was going to be housed.
You made $1,000 in the first month.
I did.
And how much of that was a product?
$1,000. I honestly could have made more. And anybody watching this video or anybody that's coming along after us or after this situation, you can definitely make more than $1,000 in a month. To be honest, I thought the question would come in a different way, but there's a difference at ResellCircle that I didn't notice initially. When Coach Al, who is now a mentor to me, so he's more than just Coach Al, and the reason why he was able to gain my attention in that level of transparency from me or humility from me and allow him to feed me or to pour into me was because he never tried to force me to accept the company for anything other than what I saw it to be. And as I continued to peruse through the company and listen to all of the videos and, just watch it, he would ask questions about things that he can see me looking at from the engineer's perspective. And I would tell him what I saw. And the whole while, I guess, as a mentor, he was recognizing how much I was seeing. Until one day I said to him, why don't we just sell a whole platform? Like, can I just sell a whole thing to somebody and let them see what I'm seeing instead of them just coming to buy ebooks? And he started smiling and laughing. And that's when the transformation changed. And I guess where he realized that the light bulb had came on. And it came from me creating an ebook initially that lasted about a week. Within a week's time of joining ResellCircle, I realized that it wasn't just about ebooks, but it was a system. He wrote a book that I read, and the book is How to Become a Millionaire by the Age of 50. I'm beyond 50 years old, and I realized I was missing the mark on something. And in that book, it has principles, and it was words in that book that got my attention. And one of the words in that book was leverage. Out of the 5 principles, 2 principles was missing in my life and why I couldn't hold on to the money that I was obtaining. One of those principles was a mentor. The people who I would have thought could have been mentors in my life, I just watched what they were doing and mimicked it. And with him, he was a step by step. And he didn't force anything. As the light bulbs come on, he would say, now this is this and that is this, and start directing me and showing me different things. And the other thing that was missing, besides mentorship was leverage. I would get finances on a regular basis, consistently through different ventures, real estate, all the different things I've done in my life, but I never was able to hold on to it. And so those are the things I gained and how I got where I am.
You use?
I used 2 different stores. I knew about 3 or 4 of them, but I used stands and beacons. I thought that the more places that I put the product, the more attractive or the more promotion that I would receive. Neither one of these places told me that they would promote it, but when I purchased it from the people who I purchased it from, I thought that they would lead me in the right direction. And they didn't explain exactly what Stands and Beacons does for you. When millionaire Coach Al came by, he explained to me that the different levels of commission and there's 6 different ways to get paid. And I didn't want to bring that product into this organic situation. Thank you. I wanted to come into this situation naked and not ashamed. I wanted to come in it from ground zero. I wanted to be a seed that would grow. And I felt that ResellCircle was a foundation like soil. My ideas and my thoughts and my dreams were seeds. And I just waited to be watered by people who came into the system and understood the system, and by the knowledge that I was gaining from Coach Al. It was selling with confidence is I took the things that I can take with me, which was the private label rights, PLRs. I took those out and I housed them somewhere else in Canva and other places, looking for an opportunity like resell, so that now I can be my own individual self. I was uncomfortable with the affiliate part of it. Every time I sold it, I felt like I was giving up, a part of me, and I wanted to be in a position where I was getting 100% of everything that I did and worked for.
How has the community within Resell helped you differently from the community you were in prior to, or was there even a community prior to?
Well, when I bought Selling with Confidence, there is a community, but it's on a school platform where a host of people who have digital products and those type of things kind of meet or house or have meetings or have their educational or community situation set up. It was overwhelming. When I got there, it was 12,000, 15,000 people already in there, active, communicating with one another. And you have to remember this also. Another challenge that I faced, it was a female dominated. It was like stay-at-home moms was dominating that field. And I wasn't a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't fit in. And people was getting my name, Divine Destiny, mixed up as a female and not a male. So I was able to get a few, comments here and there. But once they realized I was a male, it was a little bit different for me. And so here at ResellCircle, the community is completely different. The community is compiled of a host of different ages, sexes, religions. It's a melting pot of people who have one goal, and that's the goal that is help people or help themselves gain a financial freedom and give quality products to people. We create products together, we communicate together, and the things that I didn't know, the community doesn't make me feel bad or less than because I don't have that skill. But what the community has done for me, it has highlighted the areas that I do excel in and utilize those gifts and talents. And the things that I don't know, those who don't have my gifts, we kind of barter, baby. I would host or co-host or communicate or articulate what it is that's going on in the system to them or friends. And they too on the end would help me with editing or things that I may have a lack in. So the community has become family.
How has the community within Resell helped you differently from the community you were in prior to, or was there even a community prior to?
Well, when I bought Selling with Confidence, there is a community, but it's on a school platform where a host of people who have digital products and those type of things kind of meet or house or have meetings or have their educational or community situation set up. It was overwhelming. When I got there, it was 12,000, 15,000 people already in there, active, communicating with one another. And you have to remember this also. Another challenge that I faced, it was a female dominated. It was like stay-at-home moms was dominating that field. And I wasn't a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't fit in. And people was getting my name, Divine Destiny, mixed up as a female and not a male. So I was able to get a few, comments here and there. But once they realized I was a male, it was a little bit different for me. And so here at ResellCircle, the community is completely different. The community is compiled of a host of different ages, sexes, religions. It's a melting pot of people who have one goal, And that's the goal, there is help people or help themselves gain a financial freedom and give quality products to people. We create products together, we communicate together, and the things that I didn't know, the community doesn't make me feel bad or less than because I don't have that skill. But what the community has done for me, it has highlighted the areas that I do excel in and utilize those gifts and talents. And the things that I don't know, those who don't have my gifts, we kind of barter, maybe. I would host or co-host or communicate or articulate what it is that's going on in the system to them or friends. And they too on the end would help me with editing or things that I may have a lack in. So the community has become family.